how to add a subscriber in different segment of Flodesk based on Shopify order automatically. So whenever a new order is placed by a customer in your Shopify store, firstly we will create that customer as a subscriber in our Flodesk email marketing software, and then we will check that for which particular product he has placed an order. So based on that product type, we will add that subscriber to the specific segment of Flodesk, and not just into a single segment. We will also learn how to add the subscribers to multiple segment of Flodesk. So if you also want to learn how to automate this process, then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my Shopify dashboard, and firstly I will place an order as a dummy customer in front of you, and that order will consist of multiple products, and then you will see how the same customer firstly will be created as a subscriber, and then further how the same customer will be added automatically to a specific segment of Flodesk based on the product type. So in order to automate this process, firstly we will have to connect our Shopify store with the Flodesk application, which I am going to do with the help of software called as Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation software. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from the sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as add a subscriber in different segment of Flodesk based on Shopify order. Now simply click on create, and then you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever something happen in the first application, then automatically do this in the next application. Okay, so this is how you need to always choose the applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, we want that whenever a new order is placed by a customer in our Shopify application, then automatically add that customer as a subscriber in Flodesk email marketing application. Okay, and not just into the Flodesk. If you want to add these customers to different email marketing application like into the MailChimp or into the ActiveCampaign, you can also perform the same. All you need to do is to search for your preferable application. Okay, but according to our use case, I will go with the Flodesk only. Okay, so in this way I have selected both the applications one by one in this trigger and the action window. Okay, now the idea here is, firstly I will connect to my Shopify application with Pabbly Connect and will capture the order details here. Then I will connect Pabbly Connect with the Flodesk email marketing software and will send the order data to Flodesk. Okay, so in this way I am going to automate this process. Okay, so let us connect to Shopify with Pabbly Connect. So firstly I will select the trigger event, that is new order, because I want to perform the same, that whenever a new order is placed in our Shopify store, this automation should trigger, for which it has provided me a webhook URL and few set of instructions. Okay, so you will have to follow these instructions carefully one by one. Okay, so firstly copy this webhook URL, go back to your Shopify store, then click on settings section, then click on notification section. You will find the notification option in this left hand sidebar, and here at the last you will find the option of webhooks. Okay, so this is the button of creating our webhook. So firstly I will paste the same webhook URL which I have just got from Pabbly Connect. Then I will select the event. Well, the event is going to be same, that is new order, basically related to order. Okay, so let me directly search for order, and here I will be selecting this order payment event. Okay, so this is the event, and in the format you will have to choose JSON only, and in the webhook API version you will have to go with the latest version. Okay, so this is the latest version of 2023-10. Okay, clicking on save, and this is how the webhook will be saved successfully. Now in order to test whether this connection is working absolutely absolutely fine or not, we will test this integration. How? Now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means placing of a new order in our Shopify store for which it is already waiting for the webhook response. Okay, so here instead of placing an order for a single product, first of all I am going to place an order for multiple products. Okay, so I would like to capture that order data in Pabbly Connect, not into the simple response but into the advanced response. Okay, so first of all I will disable the simple response and enable the advanced response. Now why I am doing this? Because I am about to place an order for multiple products. Okay, so I will show you everything step by step. Firstly, I will open my store and will place a dummy order as a dummy customer. Okay, so how about I choose this herbal mask first of all. Okay, so I am adding it to the cart. Then I will again go back to home section and will add one more product into my cart. Okay, so how about I order this smartphone. Okay, so I have added two products into my cart. Now I am going to place a dummy order. Okay, so clicking on checkout, and give me a second, I will first provide some dummy details. Alright, so I have provided a dummy email address, that is democustomer12345@pabblytudes.com, and here I have provided a random billing address, that is country as India, first name as demo, last name as customer, address is Premium Orchard, and here I have provided the city as Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Here is the pin code and our dummy phone number. Now I'll click on continue to payment, and using the testing card details I am going to make this purchase. Okay, so I will add the card number as 1. Name on the card is going to be Bogus Gateway. Okay, this is the gateway provided via Stripe only. This is just a testing gateway. I will add an expiration date of 12/29 and will add the security code as 111. Okay, clicking on this pay now button, and you will notice as soon as the order is successful here, the same order details will be captured via Pabbly Connect, for which it is already waiting. Okay, so here you can notice it is saying that the order has been placed, your order is confirmed. Okay, so coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here you can notice the response is also received immediately. Okay, so now I will show you the details one by one. Okay, so first of all you can check the currency, because we have placed the order in INR currency only. Here we also have the date and time. Now I'll show you the money, the amount of the product for which we have placed an order. Okay, and here you will also find the product name. Basically we have ordered two products, and further you will also find the customer details. Okay, so here we have the customer details like the pin code, the state. We also have the dummy phone number, dummy name, and the email address as well. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Shopify and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time someone will place an order in our Shopify store, the same order data will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. And here I was also about to show you the product name. Okay, so because we have captured this particular response into the advanced format, our product name has been captured into the array format. Okay, so give me a second, I'll show you everything. Okay, well, something is wrong because the product name has not been captured into the array format. Okay, so how about I copy this webhook URL once again after enabling this advanced response, and then I will place an order once again. Then I will check whether this connection is working fine or not. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so firstly I have enabled the advanced response, then I have clicked on this recapture webhook response, and after that I have once again placed an order for multiple products, that is herbal mask and for this smartphone. And here you can notice the response is received once again, and now I will directly show you the line items. Basically the product names has been captured into the array format. Okay, here you can notice the payment gateway names also has been captured into the array format. Now how you can differentiate the simple response into the advanced format? With the help of the square bracket. Okay, so if the product name has been captured along with the square bracket, along with these curly braces, you can assume that the advanced format, basically the response has been captured into the advanced format or into the array format. Now you must be thinking, why did I capture this product name, these product name into the advanced format? Okay, so I'll show you, I will explain you everything. First of all, I'll show you the product name. Here you can notice we have the product detail, that is herbal mask. Okay, and let us also search for our smartphone, which was something like Real V9. Okay, so yes, we do have the product name. Okay, so if I will proceed with the simple response only, what will happen? I will get the product name, the order related details one by one, but because this time the customer has placed the order along with multiple products and I want to process this data, I want to process this product name one by one into a sequential manner. So that is why first of all I have captured this data into the advanced format, and then I am going to iterate these responses. How? Well, Pabbly Connect offer an amazing feature called as iterator, using which you can actually iterate your responses. Basically the data will be processed one at a time. Okay, so it is asking to choose array, and here we have two types of array, one for payment gateway name and one for line item names. Okay, so I'll go with this line item name. Now as soon as I click on this button, you will notice instead of receiving both the product name all together, I have received only a single product name, that is this smartphone. Here you can notice the herbal mask, that product is not being captured. Okay, so this was the purpose of capturing the data into the advanced format and applying this iterator step. Now finally we have the data, the order related data in our Pabbly Connect dashboard, which we are going to send to our Flodesk email marketing application. Well, because I have refreshed this automation, my application has got removed. Okay, don't worry about that. I will search, I will select it once again. Okay, now just like we have connected Shopify and Pabbly Connect, I will be connecting this Flodesk and Pabbly Connect. So first of all, I am going to create a new subscriber, clicking on connect, then clicking on add new connection, clicking on this button, and then it will ask you the access of your Flodesk account. Okay, so I have already provided this access multiple times. Okay, so instead of going with the new connection, how about I select this existing connection and directly click on save, and you will notice that the authorization will be successful and your Flodesk account will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, if you also want to go with the existing connection, simply provide the access in the first time when you are connecting Flodesk with Pabbly Connect first time. Simply provide the access, and after that you can also reuse those existing connection in the same way. Okay, so here you can notice it is connected, and now it is asking for the field. Choose by which field you want to create or update the subscriber. Okay, so because I am creating a new subscriber here, so that is why I do not have the ID of the subscriber, I only have the email, because we have already captured the customer related data. Here you can notice. Okay, well, not here, we have the customer related data here in this particular step into our first step. Okay, so how about I directly search it with the help of @. Okay, so I am not going to manually copy this data and paste below again and again. I am going to map this data. Okay, and mapping is very simple. When you will click on this field, you will find the above data here in the drop down. Okay, so it is asking for the field value, which means enter the field value for the subscriber. This can be either the subscriber's email or the subscriber's ID. Okay, so I am searching for the subscriber ID. Here I have the customer email which I have mapped. Okay, so in the same way I am going to map the data in other fields also. But you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating in front of you again and again. Okay, so whatever the details we will map here, these details will be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time, and whatever the details we will provide here manually will remain same. Okay, so I'm repeating this thing once again. The details provided via mapping will be replaced automatically, and if you will provide any detail manually will remain same for every new order. Okay, so this is the difference, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Okay, so I think I have provided all the important details. If you want to send any kind of confirmation email to the subscriber before you add this subscriber as a subscriber in Flodesk, you can select the value as yes or go with the no. Okay, so in this way you can provide all the details. Currently I have provided the data only into the mandatory fields. Okay, clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will notice that how the same customer will be created as a subscriber in Flodesk. Okay, so here you can notice a positive response is received, which clearly shows that a subscriber has been already created in our Flodesk. Here you can notice with the same email address, with the same first name and with the same last name and the phone number, the person has been created as a subscriber. Well, for the details you'll have to click on the segments and data. Okay, so here we have the email address, the first name, last name and mobile number. Okay, so in this way the second step of our automation is done, which was adding the subscriber into Flodesk. And now I'll show you how you can add the very same subscriber to a specific segment of Flodesk. Okay, so first of all I will take you to my Flodesk dashboard, and then I'll show you how many segments I have created. Okay, so if I'll click on segment, you will notice that I have different segments. Okay, so if the order is placed by a customer is related to a cosmetic, then we will add that subscriber in this specific segment. If the order is placed for some smartphone, then we are going to add the details in this specific segment. If the order is placed by a student for some course, then we are going to add the subscriber into this specific segment. Now how we are going to automate this process, how we are going to check the product type, and then how we are going to add it to different segments. Okay, so I'll show you everything. After this action step, you'll have to click on this plus icon and first of all search for the lookup. Okay, so yes, with the help of lookup we are going to create the whole scenario. Okay, so give me a second, it is getting loaded. Alright, so it is loaded. So let us search for the lookup table. Okay, so I have selected the same, and now here we will be adding the product name, and if the product name is this, then we will fetch the subscribers ID, not the subscribers ID, basically the segment ID. Okay, so don't get confused, I will show you everything step by step. Okay, so first of all it will ask you the lookup key, basically for which particular value you want to look for which particular key you want to look for. Okay, so here I would like to look for the product name, the line item name. Okay, so that is why I am going to map the product name from the drop down from this iterator step. Okay, so currently we have the smartphone as the product. Okay, so what will happen whenever the order is placed for this particular customer, a value will be provided as a response, and that value is going to be the segment ID, and we are going to manually add the ID of that segment here. Okay, so here in this label I will add first of all the product name, that is Real V9. Okay, and in front of that product name I will add the segment ID. Okay, so if the product type is actually equal to a smartphone, so I want that in the response the ID of this particular segment should be received. Okay, so that is why I have copied the ID of this smartphone customers. Okay, so give me a second, let me add the same. Okay, so here you will find the buttons of plus and minus. Okay, so as soon as you click on this plus icon, this is how the more fields will open up, and from here you can actually set the values. Okay, so here if the product name is actually this, then this particular value should be written, and this is the subscriber's ID, not the subscriber, basically the segment ID. And in the next label I will add the name of different product, that is this herbal mask. Okay, so give me a second, let me copy and paste the same here. Okay, so in this way I will add all my products one by one, and in front of these product name I will copy and paste the segment ID, the relevant segment ID. Okay, so if the order is placed for a herbal mask, then that is actually related to cosmetic product. Okay, so that is why I am going to copy the ID of which segment, basically this cosmetic customer's ID. Okay, so I have copied the segment ID from here, let me paste the same, and I hope you are actually understanding everything. Okay, but you must be thinking that if I have thousands of products in my store, then how I am going to do that, because I will have to add this label and value for 1000 times. Okay, well in that case you can set up the same scenario with the help of Google Sheets. Okay, so all you need to do is to add the product name, and in front of the product name you just need to add the relevant segment ID, and we will fetch that information from Google Sheets. Okay, so if you also want to learn that how you can set up the scenario for thousands of product or for multiple products with the help of Google Sheets, just let me know in the comment box. If you want to learn, I can create one more video with the Google Sheets. Okay, let us add one more product in this label name. Okay, so I have multiple products, one is a smartphone, another one is related to a cosmetic, and we do have this automation and this course also. Okay, so how about I copy this particular product name. Okay, and don't get confused that why I have variety of products into a single e-commerce store. Well, this is just a testing e-commerce store, so that is why I have different kind of products into the same store. Okay, now I will be pasting the segment ID related to this particular product. Okay, so I will again go back to my Flodesk software, and here I will check how many segments I have. Okay, basically what segment I have related to my PHP course. Okay, so I think I can add the subscriber in the student segment. Okay, because of course a student is going to purchase this particular course. Okay, so I have added the ID of all three segments in front of all my products. Okay, so in the same way, by clicking on this plus icon, you can add as many as label and values as you want. Okay, so clicking on this plus icon, and in the response you will get this particular ID. Why? Because currently we are checking this value for this particular product only. Now why we are checking the value for this particular product? Because the order is actually checking the data for this particular product only. Okay, so give me a second, I'll show you here. Okay, so here we have the iterator step, remember, and in the response currently we have this product. Okay, so in the same way, one by one, for every single order, for every single product, it is going to check the condition. Okay, and based on that particular label, a value will be received in your response. Okay, so with the help of the segment ID, we are going to add the subscriber in this specific segment. Okay, so simply click on this plus icon and search for the Flodesk once again. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so I have selected the same, and now once again I will be connecting it with the Pabbly Connect, but this time the action event is going to be add existing subscriber to segment. Clicking on connect, and again I'll go with the existing connection, clicking on save, and it will be connected once again. Okay, now it is asking for the subscriber email, and it is also asking to select the segment in which you would like to add this subscriber. So because we are connected, here you can notice whatever the segments are already available in my Flodesk account have started visible here. Okay, so give me a second. Here you can notice I have lot of segments, and all these segments are visible here, but instead of selecting these segments from this drop down directly, I am going to map the data. Why? Because if I will provide any value, any segment manually, that segment will remain same, and every customer, every subscriber will be be added to the same segment, but I want to create this automation dynamically. So I have enabled this mapping button, and here I am going to add the segment ID from this lookup table. Okay, so this is the segment ID which I have mapped, and here you can notice a syntax is also provided. Okay, so make sure that you add the segment ID in the same format. Okay, so I have opened that square bracket and also opened an inverted comma. Let me also close this inverted comma and this square bracket, and this square bracket. Okay, so in this way you will have to provide the segment ID. Okay, and let me tell you one more very important thing, not just into a single segment, you can also add the subscribers into multiple segments at the same time with the help of automation. All you need to do is to add a comma and add another segment ID. Okay, so I want that based on the product type, the ID should be selected automatically. So that is why I have specifically mapped it. Okay, so remember I have told you initially that whatever the details you will map here will be replaced automatically, and in this way this automation is going to take place. Okay, so that is why first ID I have mapped. Now the second ID I am going to map, I am going to add manually, because here you can notice I have one single segment with the name of all subscribers. Okay, so doesn't matter the customer has placed the order for which particular product, all I want is that subscriber data, that subscriber email should be added in this specific segment also. Okay, so that is why I am manually copying this ID and pasting it here instead of mapping. Okay, so in this way you will learn how to add the subscribers into the multiple segments. Okay, and now it is asking for the subscriber email. Okay, so we have the subscriber email in this Shopify new order step. Okay, so let me search for the same, and let me tell you, you can also add the ID of the subscriber. Okay, now from where you can get this subscriber ID? Remember we have already created a subscriber in Flodesk. Okay, so as a response we have also received the ID of this new subscriber. Okay, so I have mapped it, clicking on this button save and send test request, and now you will see the magic. Well, here you can notice it is saying JSN cannot unmarshal, and here we have the error. Okay, because we have not followed the syntax properly. Okay, so I have enabled basically I have added the first comma as well as the last inverted comma. Let us click on this button once again, and this time I'm really expecting that this automation will work absolutely fine. So here you can notice a positive response is received. Now first of all I'll show you this all subscriber segment. Okay, so give me a second, let me refresh, and you will notice that the same subscriber will be added. Well, here you can notice the subscriber is already added, that is demo test user at pabblytuts.com. Okay, now I'll show you another segment which was this, and this is the ID of which segment? It is the ID of the smartphone customer segment. Okay, so I will be opening this smartphone customer, directly opening this specific segment, and here you can notice the same customer, the same subscriber has been added to this specific segment. Okay, so in this way, with the help of Pabbly Connect, with the help of this workflow, you can automate this process very easily. Okay, and you need to create this automation, this workflow inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, so let us check once again what exactly we have done. Okay, so firstly we have placed a new order with some multiple products, and then with the help of iterator we have processed that product name one by one at a time basically. And remember we have also captured the same order data into the advanced format. Okay, after that firstly we have simply added that subscriber in our Flodesk, and with the help help of lookup table, we have created a scenario that like if the order is placed for this specific product, this specific segment ID should be received. If the order is placed for this herbal mask, then ID of this segment should be received. And in this way I have created this whole scenario. And lastly, I have provided the subscriber ID and the ID of the segment. Okay, so in this way you can create this automation. And just in case if you want to access this 5-step workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow into the description box. So simply click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this 5-step workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.